The South Union Township Supervisors presents the South Union Township Sports Network today from the South Union Township Rec Center. It's South Union Township Youth Basketball. And we have, of course, starting off tonight, the white team and the black team. The black team, in the past at least, has preferred to be referred to as the Crabs, and the white team as the White Ballers. Joshua Scully with you tonight alongside Bill Dice. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is a joint cooperative venture with Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, along with Armstrong and Breezeline Cable and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. We're just a few minutes away from getting this one underway. Bill, you and I were recently here to see a pair of games. We've seen all four teams in this division play, and I think we were really impressed by all four teams. We saw some great individual talent. These two teams, though, in particular stood out to us, and we had mentioned even then it's going to be interesting to see these two teams match up because they seem to form what should be some interesting competition.
Yeah, Josh, I think, we're in for two good games tonight. Both teams seem fairly even. We were here exactly 2 weeks ago. We saw them both play, and it looks to be a competitive game, games. Hopefully we'll see that tonight, and should be a lot of fun.
The white team, the White Ballers, the last time we were here defeated the Blue Devils 28-19. Isaac Hartline, number 5 for the White Ballers in that contest, had a double-double, including 12 points. And he is in the center circle here. He's going to win the jump, and the ball comes back initially to Bryce Rissell, who drives through the lane, goes up on the kick out here. That ball actually went to number 2 at the very end of the play. That was Michael Hickenbottom, the third. Here's a jump shot coming from the corner. This one is good. And White right out of the gate here. The white team drops in at 2. That's Michael Hickenbottom, the third, putting the White Ballers on the board. The Crabs, who scored quite a few points in the last outing that we covered, looking to answer right back, and they get a good-made bucket there, courtesy of number 8. That was Regis Grooms shooting from high post. 2-2 here, 45 seconds into the contest. Coming back in another made basket for the Ballers, again courtesy of number 2, Michael Hickenbottom the third. Good-looking shot there, and just like that, it's 4-2. So, Bill, 6 points in the first minute of play.
Yeah, a lot of scoring early on, and I expect to see a lot more of it the rest of the game. Hopefully my mouse doesn't get worn out from clicking it so many times.
Grooms trying to look inside there to Giovanni Bailey. Bailey had 23 points when we were here 2 weeks ago. Drive through the lane. Good-looking block here in the middle by Hartline. Hartline pushing it ahead. Hickenbottom the third. Driving and perhaps blocked there. Coming across the far block with 10:33 to play in a 4-2 ball game. The Crabs, dressed in black tonight, working through the lane. Here's Bailey. Again, Bailey, a huge outing 2 weeks ago. That evening they were playing the Reds. Go ahead here and a lay-in to Bryce Rissell. And Rissell puts the White Ballers ahead 6-2. The Ballers again working away from us here in this first contest. In this first half, the Crabs coming to us. Inside look here, Bailey off the far block. Check that, and he drops one in for 2. Bailey just getting started. He was superb the last time through, really the entire game. He scored 12 in the first half of that contest against the Reds, 11 in the second half for a total of 23. Here's Rissell. Short corner jumper, no good. Rebound tipped between 2 players, goes out of bounds across the baseline. And this one is going to stay with the White Ballers. 6-4 your score. Happy Thanksgiving in advance from the South Union Township Sports Network to everyone listening tonight, of course. And here's a good-looking jump shot. That's deep in the corner, knocked down by Isaac Hartline. Good-looking work from him, Bill.
Yeah, man, both teams really are hot to start the game, Josh. 12 points already the first 3 minutes of the game.
And here's a battle in the paint, taking it away, Michael Hickenbottom, the third, and he's going to take it himself across the timeline. Now, far wing. Pulls it back, reset the play. Rissell, top of the key, drives high post. Trying to look for Noah Hartline inside. Ball knocked away, ends up in the hands of Christian Curry. And then the white team's going to lose control here. Coming back, the Crabs weaving through traffic. Regis Grooms up off the glass, no good. Ghani with the rebound. That's Michael Ghani for the Crabs with the rebound. Kicks it back out to Grooms. Grooms operating out of the corner. Cut off at the first peg. Jump shot on the way, no good. Pulling the rebound down is Isaac Hartline. That's at least rebound number 2 for him tonight. He wanted to push that one ahead to Curry, who's breaking across the near block. Ball knocked away with 8:29 to play. Again, we play 2 12-minute halves for the 5th and 6th grade division. We do not stop the clock except for timeouts and for foul shots. Sands within 1 minute of each half. Ball ricochets off a few hands here and is secured by the Crabs. Across the timeline they come. Working off the far wing. Here's the drive. Cut off by Isaac Hartline. Good defense by him. And Michael Hickenbottom, the third, nearly able to jump that pass as the Crabs looked inside. And we have a timeout taken here, Bill, with 7:59 to play in the first half. We'll take a short break, too, and we'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service, real service, from a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. 8-4 is your score. The black team prefers to be referred to as the Crabs. That's per their coaches. And the last time we were here, Bill, the white team sort of picked a team name right in the midst of our conversation. They decided they were the White Ballers.
I like it.
Ball coming off the baseline. Looking for a target is Grooms. Grooms going to go inside. Bailey pulls it back out of the paint. Good defense here for the White Ballers. Bailey, a little move, driving through, not able to get that one to go. Grooms with the rebound, kicks it out. Short corner jumper on the way, off the front of the rim, no good. And the rebound is tied up between a few players. That was number 2 for the Crabs, Levi Scott, on the jumper that did not go. 7:30 to play here in the first half. 2 days before Thanksgiving. Again, happy Thanksgiving to all of you who are listening. Thanksgiving now just 2 days away. Drive by Hickenbottom, who had the hot hand early. He's blocked, and the Crabs come up with the basketball. Off the far wing now. Setting up the play, looking inside. Nothing happening. The Crabs now looking for a drive from Bailey. No good. Rebound ripped down by Grooms, and he's fouled as he goes back up. A rainy Tuesday here in southwestern Pennsylvania. Today, though, is the anniversary of the Great Appalachian Storm of 1950, one of the major snowfall events here in southwestern Pennsylvania in the 20th century. Shot on the way. No good here from Grooms. First foul shot of the evening for either team. Uniontown saw 24 inches of snow on this date in 1950 in the space of 24 hours. Some areas of West Virginia picked up as many as 56 inches of snow thanks to that storm, which also caused quite a bit of property damage by the time it was all said and done. This shot off the mark and across the baseline off a Crabs player. Getting a touch there, number 3, Giovanni Bailey. Ball sent in. Corner 3 on the way off the base of the rim. No good. That was Hickenbottom. And the rebound initially pulled down by Rischel. Now here's Grooms. Grooms leading the charge. Grooms across the block goes up, and he draws the foul. And he'll be back to the foul line. Score 8-5 here. 6:14 to play. That storm, though, really surprised some people, especially in western West Virginia. First shot, no good. In the Parkersburg, West Virginia area, the city saw over 30 inches of snow in one day. And the average, check that, the highest amount ever for November to that point in Parkersburg, West Virginia, had been 5 inches less for the entire month. They got it in a day. So you can imagine the trouble that caused. Here's Grooms across the timeline, working here against Isaac Hartline. Drives between both Hartlines and gets a combat shot to go. And what a shot it was. Grooms now has 6 points of 8 total points for the Crabs and a tie game, 5:36 to play. And the White Ballers lose the ball to the baseline. Checking in for the Crabs, number 1, Michael Ghani. The Crabs with plenty of time on the clock to put a run together. They did so well looking inside to Bailey. They've not got him going yet, and the Ballers are not going to let that start now. Ball taken away and outletted to Rischel. Rischel on the near sideline. Little spin move here. Maintains his dribble. Now he's cut off. He's looking for help on the near block. Flips one out to number 6, Christian Curry. Curry with the ball in the corner. Ghani looking to keep him there. Curry nearly steps on the sideline on the drive, floats one up, catches the side of the glass, no good. Rebound goes to the Crabs. The Crabs overall, in their previous outing, and what an outing it was, had 2 players score in the double figures. Grooms had 19, Bailey had 23. This shot on the way, no good. Rebound, Noah Hartline this time, and he's looking for help. He moves it to Rischel. Rischel receives the ball at the half-court line, then loses it off his foot as he drives across the near block. The last time Bill and I were here, the Crabs took on the Reds. Game was relatively in hand for the Crabs at halftime. They led 25-12 at the half. Here, it does not look like they'll replicate that number. Grooms on the drive trying to get 2 more, no good. Rebound this time. Fished out by Hickenbottom. He's looking our way, but the pass is jumped by Bailey. Bailey has 2 points tonight. Again, he had 23, including double figures in the first half the last time we were here against the Reds. So far, the Ballers have been able to solve him. We'll see if that remains true. Here's Grooms for 3, no good. Rebound pulled down by Noah Hartline, who's making his presence felt inside. He flips this one over to Hickenbottom, and Hickenbottom's going to go top of the key. Now drives to his left, moves the ball to Rischel. Rischel, long 2 on the way, no good. Rebound inside Isaac Hartline, and he's going to draw the foul on the way back up. Isaac Hartline with 2 points here tonight. A chance to add and a chance to break the tie with 3:25 to play. First shot on the way and no good. According to the National Center for Health Statistics and Social Security Administration, today, November 25th, is the 357th most likely day for a person to be born on. Second shot is good. So obviously with only 366 possibilities, if you include February 29th, here's a steal now on the inbound pass. Hickenbottom driving through the paint, floats one up for 2, no good. Rebound secured by Isaac Hartline. He's tied up inside, and a jump ball is going to go to the Crabs. With 366 possibilities, if you count leap day being the 357th most likely day to be born upon, obviously not very high. Trying to go back here, Hickenbottom jumping the pass, but he's going to lose the ball. Collected by Rischel. Rischel wanted the big pass inside. Does get it to Hartline. Hartline pops it out to Hickenbottom. No good on the jumper. Rebound, Noah Hartline. Now the ball's tipped back out to Michael Hickenbottom, the third. No good on that shot. Isaac Hartline battling hard inside. He's tied up with Grooms. 2:30 to play. Clock continuing to roll here in the first half. 9-8 your score. Here's Michael Hickenbottom. A long 2. No good. Rebound. Pulled down by Bailey initially, and then he gets tied up with Rischel.
Yeah, Josh, the White Ballers went to a little bit of a full court press. It's giving the Black Crabs a little bit of trouble here.
Yes, it is. The Ballers dropping back Noah Hartline as their safety valve. He's back deep. The Crabs trying to weave through a lot of traffic, and again having some difficulty. Ball tied up this time, and some back and forth.
A little bit of jump ball central here. It's starting to look like a ladies' game out here.
Definitely. Some battling on the floor, too, which we did not see a whole lot of last time.
Well, this is a battle here, Josh. We thought this would be a competitive contest, and, it has been so far. We had a lot of scoring there in the first couple minutes. They've kind of picked up the defense.
Ball goes into Hartline. Big one ahead to Noah Hartline. Noah off the last peg with the jumper. No good. Rebound initially goes off the hand of Levi Scott. We'll wait for the official ruling here. Looks like we will stay with the Ballers. This is going to be Curry. Bouncer to Rischel. Rischel turns, lets one go, and somehow he dropped that one in the bucket. A high arcing shot goes down. And Rischel has 4 points tonight, 11-8 your score as we approach halftime. Little drive here by Grooms. He falls away from a shot. Rebound, Bailey draws some contact, no call. Pushing the ball ahead, it's Rischel following the rebound. Rischel up for two more, no good. And the rebound again, momentarily tied up at least. Now finally the Crabs rip it away. Bailey is looking for space down the center lane here. Not a whole lot happening. He's going to move the ball our way to Jason Harris. Ball comes back to him. Now going the opposite direction. Here's Grooms. Cut off on the far block, trying to float one over top of everybody, and now he's tied up with Hartline. And the baseline official, Pat Lyons, says that will be a jump ball awarded to the Ballers. Clock rolling, 20 seconds in a three-point game. Ball moved in, far side, Hickenbottom. Hickenbottom going to take the left lane. He's in the passing lane now. Hickenbottom looking inside to Noah Hartline.
Nice pass.
And that is a big assist to put the Ballers up 15-8. With 4 seconds to play, the Crabs may get one more shot. No, they will not. That is going to do it, so says Pat Lyon on the far sideline. We've played one half here at the South Union Township Rec Center. Your score, 15-8 in favor of the Ballers. The Crabs will have work to do in the second half when we come back in just a moment on the South Union Township Sports Network.
This is Jeremy Davis from the law firm of Davis & Davis. We have been helping the great people of Fayette County for over 45 years with personal injury claims. If you are hurt or injured, call our law firm today for your free consultation. Remember, the insurance companies are not on your side. We will personally come out and meet with you. Call us at 724-437-2799. We have helped people like you recover millions of dollars. You will not pay anything until we win your case. We will fight for you.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Joshua Scully and Bill Dice here with you tonight. We had mentioned in the first half, according to the National Center for Health Statistics and Social Security Information, the current date, November 25th, one of the least likely days to be born upon. The most common birthday, at least in the United States, among living Americans is September the 9th. To be followed by September 19th, September 12th, September 17th, and September 10th. You've got to go all the way to the sixth most common birthday to get a non-September date. That would be July the 7th. Least common birthday, of course, February 29th, and just above that, December 25th. Whistle before the drive here, before the bucket at least.
No, I think it gave him an N1.
And they did.
Yeah.
They're going to put that on the scoreboard. And so Regis Grooms gets a 2 just as we get started, 15-10 with 11:44 to go. Grooms at the foul line again. This is his third appearance at the stripe, and now he's 3 for 5 today from that spot. Grooms good for 6 points in the first half. Bailey had a bucket. That was all of the Crabs scoring, and now Grooms up to 9 points overall. Here's Rischel popping this one back. A wide shot here by the Ballers. And not quite able to save it, although I suppose, Bill, that worked out well. Grooms did not quite get the save he wanted, but he got the ball to go off of Noah Hartline's body.
Yeah, the white, Josh, first half really controlled the board, so black guy do a little bit better job on the boards.
Here's Bailey with a drive across high post. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound inside. Grooms back up. Hard off the iron. And this time the rebound goes between two players. Bailey and Isaac Hartline, Giovanni Bailey and Hartline both in on that one. Ball will be awarded to the Crabs. This is Harris who steps out, sends it into Grooms. Grooms wants the long 2. This one is good. And Grooms comes out and scores a quick 5 to make this a 2-point game. And, Bill, that's exactly what the doctor ordered if you're the Crabs here. A quick start to the second half.
Yeah, down 7 to start the half. That's a big start there for him.
This shot no good. Easy rebound for the Crabs. That one goes to number 2, Levi Scott. Scott moves it out to Bailey. Bailey driving, shooting from the last peg. This one is no good off the side of the rim. Rebound, Isaac Hartline. Hartline moving it our way to Hickenbottom, but he loses it, and the ball is turned over. Colton Stambach came up with it there. He gets it to Grooms. Grooms matching up against Isaac Hartline. Hartline is way out here to guard him, and Grooms got a lot more space down the middle than I thought he might. Hartline's going to block Bailey out of play on the second chance look. Baseline official will fix the net as we see number 1, Michael Ghani checking in. Harris will float a pass into Grooms. Grooms with a 3-ball here on the way. This one way too long. And the rebound is going to go off 2 players. Ultimately, they'll decide it struck a baller on the way out with 9:29 to play. 3-point look coming the other way now from the Crabs. No good. Rebound, Hartline. Hartline on the drive. Hartline taking this one all the way to the bucket. Misses the shot, but he is fouled on the way in, and now he'll make a second appearance at the foul line tonight where he is 1 for 2. Ballers looking for their first points of the second half, 15-13. First half scoring for the Ballers. Shot on the way here from Isaac Hartline is good. Michael Hickenbottom, the third, had 4. Bryce Rischel, 4. Isaac Hartline, 3. Noah Hartline, 2. Second shot on the way and good. Ball sent into Bailey. 17-13 your score. Bailey looking to get something started. Good drive, twisting and shooting, and Bailey drops one in. His first bucket of the second half, and he has 4 points tonight, 17-15. This game has been so far as advertised. We really thought these two teams would give one another a battle, and they have. Look at the pass from Isaac to Noah Hartline. No good on the shot. Rebound pulled down by Regis Grooms. Grooms will keep this one himself. Hartline waits for him across the timeline. Grooms across the far elbow. Gets cut off now in the short corner. Rolls one out to Bailey. Bailey trying to weave through traffic, and he goes up for 2. He draws the foul at the very end. Shot no good, but he'll take 2 foul shots. So far, Bill, the second half has favored the Crabs. Maybe fair to say that they sharpened their claws at halftime.
There you go. You were working on that one all day, weren't you?
Oh, yeah. Well, I knew sooner or later.
You had to do something.
Yes, I knew sooner or later the Crabs would come out of their shell. And they trail now by just 2. Bailey with a chance to make it a 1-point game, looking for his 5th point of the night. Shot on the way. This one no good off the side of the rim. Isaac Hartline gets the rebound. Hartline playing the floor. Hartline going to go all the way up against Bailey. No good on the shot. And Regis Grooms, who has been a presence inside throughout the course of this game, secures another rebound. Grooms, little crossover move here, working on Isaac Hartline. Hartline is going to get lost momentarily in traffic. Then he catches back up, and now Grooms is going to go to the floor. Loose ball saved by Bailey. No whistle. Bailey drives across high post, pulls it back, thought about a jump shot. Now he needs help. Flips one back to Grooms. Grooms collides with Isaac Hartline on the far sideline now. Hartline trying to close out Grooms. Grooms twisting and throwing. The ball is stolen by Michael Hickenbottom, the third. He's going to push it ahead to Rischel. Rischel will travel. Could not quite get the ball out of his hand in time. And I think we have a timeout. Indeed, we do, Bill, have a timeout taken here. We would like to thank our sponsors tonight who have helped to make this broadcast possible. Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank and the South Union Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. We'd also like to remind you that if you're watching this game on BreezeLine or Armstrong Cable, that you can watch South Union Township Sports Network's games and programs online. It's easy to find. Just log on to youtube.com and search South Union Television or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook for program updates, facebook.com, South Union TV. Subscribe for notifications when we go live. Also, today is the anniversary, Bill, from the French and Indian War of the British taking control of the ruins of Fort Duquesne which paved the way for the construction of Fort Pitt and the establishment of what is today Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You can trace that all the way back to this date. Significant moment, certainly, for southwestern Pennsylvania.
Oh, yes, indeed, there, Josh.
Jason Harris will bounce one in to Regis Grooms. 7:25 to play. It's a 2-point game. This one very close the entire way. The Ballers had built a lead, at least a small one, going into halftime, but the Crabs have really dominated here in the second half. This shot no good. Grooms rebound. He's trapped, turns and shoots anyway and floats one up and in. And Regis Grooms has really made this second half his own. He has 7 points, and we've got a tie game at 17. And the Ballers lose control of this ball. Pat Lyon working the baseline determined that did not strike Levi Scott on the way out, and it will go to the Crabs.
Yeah, Josh Grooms, he's really doing a nice job on the boards, too. Got that offensive rebound and put back. Nice series there for him.
Grooms playing inside defensively and essentially running point more often than not offensively. Drive to his left. Off the block, off the glass and in, and Regis Grooms strikes one more time here. Grooms, he's got 15 now, Bill.
Josh, that's their first lead in quite a while, too. Nice block there by Grooms.
The Crabs do, in fact, lead 19-17. Don't forget, coming up for you. Scheduled to start at 7:15, and we're about
Nice
that
pass.
course. Inside look here. Noah Hartline gets a second try. No good. Ball taken away by Grooms. We'll have the Reds taking on the Blue Devils at 7:15. That also should be a good game to see. Thanksgiving doubleheader here on the South Union Township Sports Network. This ball lost, and Rischel now with a chance to tie. Bryce Rischel up, no good. Easy putback effort here from Michael Hickenbotham. He can't get it to go. Rebound this time is going to be ripped down by Grooms. And I believe we had a tie-up called there, Bill.
Yeah, on those putbacks there, Josh, you just like to see the youngsters use the backboard and put it in. But nice offensive rebound and just couldn't get it to go.
Regis Grooms. Just 5:18 to play in this game. The Crabs lead by 2. He's going to get a screen from Harris. He's going to work to his right. Off the wing. Cut off here, short corner. Moves the ball back out to Bailey. Bailey also off the wing now. Top of the key. Sizing up the defense. The Ballers sort of offering a 3-2 zone look, and this is going to go up and in. That's Grooms again striking for 2. Really sliced through that zone.
Josh, what's he up to now?
Right now, he had 6 in the first half. He's got 9 in the second half. No, check that. He's got 11 in the second half for a total of 17.
17 to 21.
Not a bad day's work. Bailey has the other 4. Hartline on the drive, going to draw the foul.
Good take there by Hartline. Grooms was in good position, just needed to hold his spot. Tried, like all youngsters do, he wanted to block the shot. If he just stood there with his hands up, he was in good position.
Hartline has all of the points scored by the Ballers in the second half. He scored those from the foul line. This one is going to bounce out on him.
Josh, you just jinxed him.
Didn't mean to do that.
And those first 2 looked really good. That one was short. A little tired legs on that one.
Coming back the other way now. Grooms with a 4-point lead, cut off on the wing. The Ballers are still looking for their first traditional field goal in the second half. Bailey fouled going to the bucket. Bailey will shoot 2. He is 0 for 2 from the foul line tonight.
Yeah, Josh, the Crabs, they've turned up the defense a little bit.
They have, after struggling at times with some pressure from the Ballers. They seemingly have adjusted, and Bailey rattles down his first of 2 this time through, and now he has a total of 5 tonight.
Josh, do you have the rules on there, the full court press with under 4?
Under 4 minutes.
Okay, so
that will be coming again in 16 seconds.
see if the Ballers go back to it.
Bailey able to get both to go down this time, and he's got 6. If any team is going to press, they are legally able to do that in 7 seconds. Hickenbottom moving the ball away from us to the wing. This is Noah Hartline. Pops it out. Curry, long jumper, no good. Rebound. Who else? Regis Grooms. Hartline steps right up. He knew what time it was. Grooms looking for help. Flips one away. It's nearly taken away by Curry. He's tied up with Harris. Now the still by Hartline. He goes up for two. It catches the front of the iron and rolls in. And now we're back to a 4-point contest, 23-19, and a timeout taken by the Crabs. And, Bill, you called that one. The Crabs want to discuss because they did struggle with this in the first half. And for the remaining 3 minutes and 38 seconds, I think we can assume they will see pressure from the Ballers. We'll take a short break here on the South Union Township Sports Network and be back in just a moment.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. 23-19. Noah Hartline will drop back. The Ballers otherwise showing pressure and some forgiveness shown here to Michael Ghani, who had stepped across the baseline. And Pat Lyon will remind Michael that he cannot step across the line there. Looking for a target, finds Grooms. Grooms driving, cut off by Isaac Hartline. 3:13 to play. The Ballers trail by 4. Good block here by Isaac Hartline. Noah Hartline ends up with the basketball. Some good footwork here by him to get the ball back to Isaac. Isaac working off the far wing, goes to Noah inside. Noah twisting up a shot, no good. Rebound going to be secured by Grooms. I think it's safe to say that Regis Grooms has a double-double tonight. Pass ahead to Bailey, and now Grooms gets the assist, and Bailey gets the bucket. Bailey has 6 points here in the second half, 8 points for the game. Baller's going to trail now, and look at this shot, hopefully, and he is okay, right back on his feet, is number 2, Michael Hickenbottom, the third.
Thought we were looking at and one there, Josh.
Nearly went down for him. He has 4 points tonight. And a timeout here taken by the Ballers prior to the foul shots. 2:35 to play, 25-19 here on the South Union Township Sports Network. The Crabs lead the Ballers. We'll be back in just a moment.
Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown is a proud supporter of youth sports. Smith Lewis Chess was established in November of 1988 with offices in Uniontown and Indiana, PA. Their firm was established with professionals capable of providing a diversified range of services with a commitment to quality control and at the same time providing opportunities for their employees to experience interesting and rewarding careers. Contact Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown today. They are located at 670 Cherry Tree Lane in Uniontown. Phone 724-438-7088. That's 724-438-7088 for Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Rec Center. 2:35 to play. The Ballers dressed in white trail by 6. They do have Michael Hickenbottom, the third, at the foul line. The Crabs dressed in black come onto the floor to fill in the spaces around Isaac Hartline and Christian Curry. Couple of big shots coming here for the Ballers. First one on the way, and it rolls in. 5 points tonight for Hickenbottom the third. Shot on the way. This one rattles in and out. Rebound going to be secured by Grooms. 5-point game. Grooms needs help. Gets it to Bailey. No, it's intercepted by Rischel. Rischel to Curry. Curry goes up for 2, and I think Grooms may have got a piece there. Hartline trying to poke the ball away from Bailey. Bailey is out of bounds and touching the basketball, so the ball will go to White. And Curry will take a place on the baseline to send this one in. Curry sends some men in motion. looking away from us to Rischel. Now to Hickenbottom, who lets a jumper go. This one off the front of the rim, no good, and Grooms with another rebound. Regis Grooms now near lane, across the block, and this is an easy bucket for him. And Grooms has, in the second half alone now, 13 points. He's got 19 overall. 3 ball on the way. This one no good. Across the baseline, it bounces. And with 1:45 to play and ticking, it's a 7-point game. Bailey almost immediately tied up, and some contact here on the tie-up. And they will award this one to White. Still time, Bill, but you really need to see the Ballers get a bucket here to keep up some pressure on the Crabs.
Yeah, they need to get some points on this possession, Josh, then get a steal or two. They got an upward battle from here.
Ball comes into Rischel. Rischel on our wing. Big pass across Isaac Hartline. And this one gets away from him. Bailey is going to pick that one off, and Bailey may take this one to the house, get some contact at the end. No good on the shot, but he'll go to the foul line for the third time in the second half. 1:19 to play. So Bailey, 8 points tonight, looking for point number 9 here in a 7-point contest, 27-20. First shot on the way and good. Last time out, Bailey scored 23. Grooms had 19. Grooms has again supplied 19 points. Bailey's looking for double figures. There it is. He's got 10. Now the Ballers are battling the Crabs and the clock. Just 1:09 to play. Rischel pops this one out. Hickenbottom driving into the paint. Let's go over 2. No good. Isaac Hartline with the rebound. Hartline does draw some contact on the way in. And now Hartline will make his third appearance at the foul line. But with just 57 seconds to play, the Ballers need these shots and some help. The Ballers held to just 5 points after halftime. First shot on the way for Hartline is a beauty. Coming up for you, the Red Devils and the Reds. The Blue Devils, excuse me, and the Reds. The Blue Devils have formed here just to our right. Second shot good. 29-22. Harris finds Bailey. Bailey has the ball nearly. Now it will be taken away by Rischel, but Rischel hits the deck and loses control. Clock has stopped. And the far sideline official, Pat Lyon, points in the Crabs' direction. Harris gets it to Bailey. Bailey has really come on here after halftime. It goes back to Harris. Harris nearly loses the ball at the timeline, gets it back to Bailey. Bailey to Grooms. Grooms drives in. One more bucket, why not? And Regis Grooms has 21 points of 31 total. What an evening for him, Bill. Great effort.
Yeah, fantastic game for him, Josh. You know, he's just really doing it all out here. Rebounding. We saw him with a couple nice assists. Of course, he got the 21 points.
Ball comes into Bailey. This should do it. Bailey tied up here by Isaac Hartline. And the Crabs battled 31-22, your final score. This one really a tale of two halves. The Ballers dominating at times in that first half. The Crabs really taking control in the second half. 31-22 your final. Regis Grooms, 21 points. Giovanni Bailey, 10 points for the Crabs. They did all of the scoring. On the Ballers side, 5 points for Michael Hickenbottom the third. 4 points for Bryce Rischel. Isaac Hartline came on strong in the second half. He had a total of 6 points in the second half alone, 9 overall. He was strong from the foul line in the second half as well. 4 of 6, 2 points for Noah Hartline as well. That rounds out the Ballers scoring. In just a few minutes, we'll have the Reds and the Blue Devils for you here on the South Union Township Sports Network. We'll be right back.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sprowls Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to sprowlsinsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all states.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown is a proud supporter of youth sports. Smith Lewis Chess was established in November of 1988 with offices in Uniontown and Indiana, PA. Their firm was established with professionals capable of providing a diversified range of services with a commitment to quality control and at the same time providing opportunities for their employees to experience interesting and rewarding careers. Contact Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown today. They are located at 670 Cherry Tree Lane in Uniontown. Phone 724-438-7088. That's 724-438-7088 for Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown.
This is attorney Michael Mays of the Davis & Davis Law Firm. We have been helping injured people just like you recover millions of dollars for over 45 years. If you're hurt or injured, I want to meet you and make sure you get the money that you deserve. Call me at 724-437-2799 for your free consultation. The Davis & Davis Law Firm has been protecting our neighbors in Greene and Fayette counties for over 45 years. Go to davisanddavislaw.com or call 724-437-2799 for your free consultation.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Coming up in just a few minutes, we will have for you our second game of a Thanksgiving doubleheader at the South Union Township Rec Center between the Reds and the Blue Devils. Of course, the colors here speak for themselves. The Blue Devils, the last time we were with you, took on the White Ballers in a relatively competitive game, especially in the first half. Blue Devils were led by number 2, Christian Miller, who had 9 points in that game. Ultimately, the difference was also 9 points, 28-19. The Reds took on a very good Crabs team. That first half really favored the Crabs, and then in the second half, Giovanni Bailey for the Crabs sort of took that game over. The leading scorer for the Reds in that one, number 3, Preston Kaiser. Again, happy Thanksgiving in advance to everyone listening tonight. Thank you, as always, for being with us. And we're grateful to be here. The championship for this league, not too far into the future now. That'll be coming up in a few weeks' time, not long after Thanksgiving.
And Josh, we'll have that one for everybody out there. You know, I think you and Carl's want to do that for us.
Yeah, we're excited about that, definitely.
So I know Carl will be ready. He'll be amped up for it.
Oh, he will be. Carl, he's a lot of fun. Carl Childs, of course. Enjoyed doing some baseball games with him this year, and he's a lot of fun to work with. And Bill, certainly happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, Bill. This, I know, is an exciting time, especially considering the age of your children. I'm sure all of the holidays for your son Manny right now, the height of excitement.
Oh, yeah, they're always exciting. And, I'm missing the little guy a little bit tonight. Usually he makes a couple runs to the concession stand for us. He usually runs the score hub for me. So I'm trying to do triple duty here tonight, and I don't think I'm doing any of them very good. So if the time's a little off, just bear with me.
Manny certainly does a great job for us. Manny has a reputation as we get this one underway between the Reds and the Blue Devils. Manny will take just a few dollars and really produce for you at virtually any concession stand. He gets some deals that must be on a secret menu known only to him. Here's Christian Miller. Miller going to move one back to the top of the key. The Blue Devils tied up here, and the ball taken away by Brody Piper. Piper going to keep this one himself. Piper across the top of the key, comes into the corner, looking for some help here, and closing him out defensively initially was number 6, Trenton Connors. Ball will be awarded to the Blue Devils. Pat Lyon. Mr. Lyon, of course, teacher for Uniontown Area School District. He's now on Thanksgiving break. Here's Christian Miller on the near wing. Moves this one over. 3-point shot on the way, courtesy Alec Capasco. No good. Rebound pulled down inside Blue Devils. Lost to the baseline. No score. 1 minute into this contest on the South Union Township Sports Network at this point. If you'd like to see it in these terms, we're just about 29 hours away from the start of Thanksgiving Day as we are now into the 7 p.m. hour here in southwestern Pennsylvania. Long jumper on the way. This one hard off the iron. Rebound is going to be secured right in front of us by the Blue Devils' number 6, Trenton Connors. Connors to Miller. One more ahead to Capasco, and Capasco drops one in to put the Blue Devils on the board. And it's 2-0, 90 seconds into this contest between the Reds and the Blue Devils. The Reds working back toward us.
Good looking fast break there by the Blue Devils there, Josh. Couple nice passes and a layup.
Yeah, it was. Miller moves the ball really well for them. He nearly comes up with it here following the tie-up. He also passes well. And, of course, again, he led the Blue Devils in scoring the last time that we were here. So far, of the contests that we have had a chance to see, that Crabs team looks like they may be very difficult to beat. Noriega Grooms for 3, and Grooms knocks one down to put the Reds in front 3-2. And a very timely shot 2 minutes in, and the Reds have their first lead. Nearly a tie-up here on the floor, and they will tie up.
Yeah, Josh, like we said in the beginning of our broadcast here, we expect this to be a competitive game tonight, so hopefully we'll see some good basketball.
Yeah, I think we will. This game we look forward to as well. Miller has this one nearly roll out of play off of a leg. That would have been number 6, Soliasi Kaku, who had that one go off of his knee. Ball is lost now to the baseline with 9:12 to play. If you're just joining us, we play 2 12-minute halves. Clock does not stop. Stands for fouls, which result in foul shots. I should mention that. And timeouts. Ball lost here. Again off of Kaku on the sideline, so it will stay with the Blue Devils. Timeouts and foul shots stop the clock, and then the clock stops for your traditional dead ball reasons inside of a minute. Miller with the jumper from high post. Nothing happening there. Rebound pulled down by Hunter Moore. And the Reds will enjoy another possession with 8:37 to play here in the first half. On the drive, this is Preston Kaiser. Kaiser had a pretty strong outing the last time Bill and I were present. Kaiser led the Reds with 10 points. He scored 8 points in the second half, and he's pushed to the ground here by the Blue Devils, and we'll have a whistle to give the ball back to the Reds. Noriega Grooms will step out to send this one in as the Reds want some substitutions. You were only allowed to press inside of 4 minutes. That certainly came into the previous game as an important factor. Kaku nearly loses control of the ball. He gets it to Langiri. Langiri goes back up top to Kaiser. Kaiser comes our way. Here's Kaku. Let's go of a jumper. No good. Rebound pulled down by the Blue Devils. Number 6, Trenton Connors, who's been busy in the paint so far. He outlets to Miller. 7:47 to play. Miller works it into the corner. And back up top we go. The Blue Devils reset here. Gavin Brashear lets one fly. And my goodness, Bill, that one took off. Talk about a busy travel day tomorrow. That one's halfway to Cleveland.
Yeah, nice looking shot there. You know, I was about to say Connors is really controlling the defensive boards for the Blue Devils in the early going.
Grooms on the drive, goes short corner, leans into one off the glass, no good. Gets his own rebound, working in the paint, back up top, and this one is going to be called a travel on the baseline. The Blue Devils, heavy substitution here. They'll send in 3 new players, including Austin Stroko and Dylan Perdue. Also out, number 8, Lincoln Raffle. Just under 7 minutes to play here in the first half. Good crossover move by Miller, but he loses the ball to Grooms. Grooms comes up with it. Fires one down the court, stolen by Dylan Perdue. Perdue lets one go, no good. Perdue gets his own rebound, trying to find help. I think he wanted Lincoln Raffle there, but the ball is taken away by Grooms. Grooms moves it up. Soliasi Kaku comes to our corner. This is Kaiser on the drive, up for 2, and Kaiser gets it to go. And he's on the board now, and this one tied at 5, Bill.
Yeah, another tie game. You know, it's back and forth. Good defense. Nice move there.
Miller just lost control of the ball at the very conclusion of his drive. He gets it to Perdue. This one now going to be saved from the timeline by Maddox Mahoney. Mahoney wanted a shot there, really could not quite get the look he wanted. And this one will go to the Reds with 6:05 to play in the first half. 5-5 your score. Previous game also started very close, and then the pendulum sort of swung in that one twice significantly, as a good drive here from Preston Kaiser puts 2 more points on the board. Kaiser has 4 tonight. 7-5 your score. Here's Miller. Miller off the screen. Good-looking screen there by Kapasco, and then Miller draws the foul at the very end. And Miller's going to take the first foul shots of this contest. Hopefully, Bill, everyone listening has their Thanksgiving turkey. Maybe not too late to buy one, but I would guess most stores will be significantly picked over tomorrow. Miller good on the first shot. I know some families also enjoy making a ham. First Thanksgiving may have also included duck and pheasant. Of course, you're rolling the clock back 400 years for that one. Second shot also good from Miller. That first Thanksgiving meal probably also included some lobster. Look here to Kaku. Kaku on the drive, inside look, and this one's knocked away.
Look here, Josh, another tie game, 7-7.
So good foul shooting tonight across the board, really,
yes.
Bill, from both games. This one going to be blocked coming out of the corner. Quick inside look for the Reds and a whistle as Brody Piper wanted to go up, but he's called with a travel with 5 minutes exactly remaining. 7-7 your score. We're going to start to see at least the opportunity for a legal press as Miller drives away from Kaku to the near wing. Little crossover move here, and now he's going to be fouled at the end of that play. And Miller will be declared in the act of shooting, and he goes back to the foul line for a second time in the space of about 90 seconds. Miller 2 for 2 tonight from the foul line. Third shot on the way. This one also good. Blue Devils now with a 1-point lead. The Blue Devils will drop back Dylan Perdue, who moves to the half-court line as Miller sinks another one. He is 4 of 4 from the foul line tonight. All of his points coming from the stripe. 4:22 to play. Here's Kaiser working against Miller. This is a good matchup. Kaku tries to get the screen. Miller takes the ball away. Miller now going to weave through traffic. Pushes one ahead. He wants Perdue. Perdue able to corral it in the corner. Now he wants to go back to Miller. Miller's in trouble, and he lost the ball off his foot as Soliasi Kaku stepped over. 3:55 to play. Ball across the timeline for the Reds. Kaiser, who's got 4 points tonight. He's going to have the ball nearly taken away. Momentarily, Kapasco had a hand on it, and there's going to be a foul at the end of that drive. We're going to see, for the Reds, number 4, Hunter Moore, step up to the foul line for the first time. In fact, this is the first time the Reds have had a player at the charity stripe tonight with 3:37 to play in the first half. First shot on the way. This one is no good. So the score remains 9-7. Second shot on the way. This one off the base of the rim. Bounces out. Rebound secured by Raffle. He goes to Miller. 3:29 to play. Ball going to move ahead for the Blue Devils. Alec Capasco coming off the sideline. He goes up top. Little push here not called. Purdue then is going to go to the ground. And it looks like we're going to get foul shots here, Bill. I'm slightly surprised by that. Purdue will shoot two. First one on the way. This one no good. 3:14 to play. The Reds will send in some substitutions. Grooms will check in along with Levi Moore. Dylan Purdue. Second of two shots on the way. This one hard off the base of the rim, no good, but Miller slices through and comes up with the rebound. Miller now driving off the wing. Gets cut off. The Reds had really all moved to that side. Long jumper on the way from the Blue Devils number 2. Alec Capasco is no good. And now the Reds get themselves a defensive rebound. 2:53 to play. Grooms looking for a screen. He gets one. Now Grooms brings it to our wing. He's working against Miller. Another screen here from Kaku. Short corner. Grooms works his way inside. Goes up for two, and he gets it to stick.
Look there, Josh, another tie game.
9-9 your score. 2:30 to play here in the first half. Miller with Soliasi Kaku waiting. Miller's going to drive to his right. Crosses back over. Now drifts to his left. He loses the ball to Kaiser. Preston Kaiser comes up with the basketball across the timeline. Kaiser working back against Miller. Kaiser looking to break the tie if he can help it. He loses it to Miller, and now Miller in the passing lane goes up for two. Too hard, no good. Quick follow-up, and well done there by the Blue Devils number 4, Alec Capasco. And Capasco has 4 points to drop that one in for second chance points. It's 11-9. Driving right back, trying to answer the Reds. No good on the shot. Rebound. Going to be pulled down here by number 6, Trenton Connors. That was Levi Moore with the jumper. Capasco once more. He's going to draw the foul on the drive. Capasco 4 points tonight. Miller 4 points. Gavin Brashear 3 points. Total of 11 for the Blue Devils. First shot on the way, and this one is good. We want to thank our sponsors tonight, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group, and Agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, United Bank, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, and physical therapist Jim Burns. This one also good, so Capasco gets 2 to roll off the iron and go down. 90 seconds to play. The Blue Devils lead by 4. Of course, we also want to thank South Union Township supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Good drive here for Kaiser. He decides to let a 3 go, and it catches the front of the iron and falls in. Great looking shot there by Kaiser, who now has 7. He had just enough arc on that ball to get gravity to help a little bit and have it rattle down, and it's a 1-point game. Ball scooped up here by Kaku following a collision. Soliasi looking for some space on the far wing. Rolls his way through traffic. He goes up for 2. No good. And the rebound is going to be secured by the Blue Devils. Miller, with plenty of time on the clock, 41 seconds, pushes this one ahead into the corner. Blue Devils nearly trapped there, and Kaku slaps this one away with 34 seconds to play. This one is sent in by Maddox Mahoney. He gets it to Miller. Miller, little crossover, lets a 3 go, hard off the glass. No good on the shot. Rebound is actually going to carry him all the way back out off the hands of Mahoney to Miller. Miller needs help on the sideline, flips one over to Mahoney, top of the key. 10 seconds on the clock. Mahoney leans into a jumper, no good. Saved by the Blue Devils in the corner, 5 seconds to play. The Blue Devils trying to just find some spacing here. And they're going to let the clock run out as that one is lost to the far sideline. We'll take a short break here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Joshua Scully and Bill Dice with you, and we'll be right back in just a moment.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
This is Dr. Alyssa Lorenz of U.S. Digestive Health in Uniontown, Pennsylvania. Common issues like difficulty with swallowing, frequent heartburn, recurrent abdominal pain, bowel habit problems, and rectal bleeding are often easily diagnosed and treated. Dr. Calabrese Stokes, Hoppy, and I are local gastroenterologists that are here to help. For more information, call our Uniontown office at 724-437-7677.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. Joshua Scully and Bill Dice with you. In a one-point ball game, the Blue Devils lead the Reds by 1. This one poked away by Miller. Miller walks it in, walks it home, and drops it in for 2. And right now, Miller is really pacing everybody. That's actually his first conventional basket, but he has 6 points overall. Second of any player on the court right now, only to Preston Kaiser, who has 7. Noriega Grooms off of our wing. The Reds now trail by 3. Grooms looking inside. Great pass. This one, though, does not roll down for the Reds. This one rolls out. It's a rebound for the Blue Devils. Good-looking pass and a pretty good-looking shot inside by Moore, who could not get that one to fall. Coming back, the Blue Devils do get one to fall, courtesy of Trenton Connors, who's done some good work inside tonight. That's his first bucket, and the score is 17-12 with 10:57 to play.
5 points, it's biggest lead of the night.
Quick swing here, coming back up. Kaku working out of the corner, loses this one to the baseline. Ball moved in. Christian Miller, happy Thanksgiving in advance to everyone listening tonight. Thanksgiving now, just around, let's say, 28 and a half hours away from officially beginning. That's if you consider Thanksgiving starting at midnight. Here's Mahoney, little jumper inside, no good. Rebound pulled down for the Blue Devils by Kapasco. He turns and puts one in. And the Blue Devils have jumped out here now. Check that for. No, that is correct. The Blue Devils have done all the scoring in the second half.
I don't think that score's right, Josh. They got on the scoreboard. They got 14-17. That's not right.
I think you're right. I'm going to double check my numbers.
I have 19-12.
Yes, that is what I have as well.
I think they put 2 on the wrong side. Hopefully they get that corrected.
Let's talk about some halftime scores very quickly for you. Preston Kaiser had 7, Noriega Grooms 5 for a total of 12 for the Reds. And we do believe the Reds are still at that number. For the Blue Devils, 4 points for Miller, 3 points for Brashear on the big made 3. Kapasco had 6 in the first half for a total of 13, and all the scoring so far here in the second half has been done by the Blue Devils. So we've got the score partially corrected now, Bill.
Hopefully that doesn't come into play.
This one no good, and the ball will bounce across the baseline and be awarded to the Blue Devils. Kapasco will send this one in. Scoreboard still says 19-14. We have 19-12. This one lost to the baseline as the Reds nearly able to come up with the steal. Good inside look, but the Reds take it away, and now leading the charge for the Reds, Hunter Moore. Moore is fouled at the very end of this. And the Reds needed a boost. And Hunter Moore will go back to the foul line for a second time today, nearly able to take that one coast to coast.
Josh, I'm going to go and just make it 19-14 in my book, but I don't know where those 2 points came from.
We'll see if that does, in fact, come into play later as Moore banks in the first foul shot to make it 19-15. And, Bill, when there's only 8:32 to play in a game, I think, especially at this age, there's a significant difference between 19-13 and 19-15.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Realistically, this could be a one-possession game according to the scoreboard. If Moore gets that one to drop, and he does. (19-16) per the scoreboard. We'll go with that as the official score. We have 19-14, but we're going to change our book to reflect the scoreboard. We'll let you know if that's updated. As Miller lets go of a jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by Grooms. With 8 minutes to play in the ball game, it's a three-point game. Grooms has a made three in this game. The Blue Devils playing some pretty tight man-to-man here. Miller comes swiping in, not quite able to secure the steal. Inbound pass will go directly to number one, Moore, who lets go of a deep jumper, no good. Rebound to Kaku. He moves it to number three, Kaiser. Kaiser let go of a wild shot here just inside the arc, and that one catches nothing, out of play. 7:25 to play now. Miller with Kaku waiting just across the timeline. Miller drives away from us. Kaiser picks him up there. More of a zone look here for the Reds. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Ball will go back to the Blue Devils. So, Bill, let's talk about Thanksgiving dinner. I want you to rank these three sides.
Okay, go for it.
Coming back the other way, Kaiser. We're going to rank three Thanksgiving sides. Going to Grooms. Grooms on the wing. Let's go of a three to tie. This one off the side of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Blue Devils. And this could be an easy one. Laid in for two, courtesy of the Blue Devils, Alec Capasco. So, Bill, you've got mashed potatoes, stuffing of your choice. I know there's a few different ways to make stuffing. My wife explained that to me today. No good on the shot here from Kaku. Rebound's going to go to Miller. Miller, little flip to Capasco for two. No good. Miller not able to get the rebound. Grooms takes it away. He pushes it ahead to Kaku. Soliasi Kaku now on the near wing, looking for some help. On the drive, has this one nearly poked out. He pops it out to Kaiser. Kaiser on the wing. In a 5-point ball game, thought about a deep shot there over a defender. Kaku's going to let one fly. This one saved for the Reds by number 7, Brody Piper. Piper, good-looking little flip here. Initially to Levi Moore. Moore on the drive, nothing. Rebound inside. They try to get it back to Kaku. He saves it in the corner. Kaku needs help. Finds an open man. Little turn and shot, and this one goes. And the Reds, very hard-earned bucket there by number 2, Levi Moore. So mashed potatoes, Bill, stuffing of your choice, or green beans?
Oh, that's pretty simple. I'll go mashed potatoes, green bean stuffing.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a stuffing fan.
Rebound here pulled down by the Blue Devils, number 7, Austin Stroko initially. Now a jump ball called in a 3-point game with 5:22 to play.
Well, I think we got a timeout first by Blue.
The Blue Devils will take a timeout. We'll take a timeout, too. We'll be right back here in just a minute on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Hello, this is Jeremy Davis from the law firm of Davis & Davis. We have been helping the great people of Fayette County for over 45 years with personal injury claims. If you are hurt or injured, call our law firm today for your free consultation. Remember, the insurance companies are not on your side. We will personally come out and meet with you. Call us at 724-437-2799. We have helped people like you recover millions of dollars. You will not pay anything until we win your case. We will fight for you.
Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown is a proud supporter of youth sports. Smith Lewis Chess was established in November of 1988 with offices in Uniontown and Indiana, PA. Their firm was established with professionals capable of providing a diversified range of services with a commitment to quality control and at the same time providing opportunities for their employees to experience interesting and rewarding careers. Contact Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown today. They are located at 670 Cherry Tree Lane in Uniontown. Phone 724-438-7088. That's 724-438-7088 for Smith Lewis Chess, CPAs in Uniontown.
Welcome back to the South Union Township Sports Network. A missed basket attempt by Miller turns into a turnover from the Reds. Now Miller flips one up, coming back the other way, and a foul is called, which will send Miller to the foul line. Miller tonight, 6 points. He's 4 for 4 from the foul line, and he's looking to add here. This is a one-possession ball game, 21-18. Again, we only have 16 points on one book.
No, Josh, don't say it. Don't say it.
We'll see how Miller does. Shots on the way. This one's good. I don't think I could affect him, Bill.
He is. Oh, wait till he shoots. He is money from the foul line.
He is. We have seen him across 2 games now. Bill and I here about 2 weeks ago. We have seen Christian Miller miss exactly 1 foul shot from the foul line across nearly 2 complete contests. Miller trying to poke this one away from Kaiser, and that's a good call. That one should go to the Blue Devils. Caught Kaiser on the way out.
Yeah, good defense there by the Blue Devils to knock it out off of Red.
Ball works our corner. Dylan Purdue. So, Bill, mashed potatoes, green beans, stuffing.
Yeah,
that was what you said?
What's your order?
I think I put stuffing ahead of the green beans. I'm pretty equal on those two. This one's a floater, no good. Rebound pulled down by Kaku. I know my wife would put green beans very high. She loves green beans. Mashed potatoes a definite number 1 for me. Kaiser moves this one across. In fact, there are probably many instances of a Thanksgiving meal where I don't eat the other 2 at all and just get mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I could see that.
I'm like Al Michaels in that way. Al Michaels refuses to eat green beans. Jump shot here, no good. And this one is going to go between a couple of players, and it's called a travel. Al Michaels famously eats nothing green. No peas, no green beans.
No broccoli.
No broccoli.
Asparagus.
No asparagus.
Spinach.
Nope. Nothing.
Lettuce.
No lettuce.
Oh, man.
He does not want any of that.
Al Michaels
when he's working, he wants just your, I suppose, carbs and protein. No vegetables. Wild move here by Kapasco. Does not go. Ball is actually saved for the Blue Devils by Trenton Connors, who tries to
Kapasco's had a nice game tonight, Josh.
Yes, he has. He's done well defensively. Here's a long shot on the way from Mahoney, no good. Rebound pulled down by Kaku with 3:03 to play. This is still anybody's game, just 5 points separating the Reds from the Blue Devils, although this turnover could be significant. Inside look, they want to go down to Kapasco. Kapasco turnaround shot, no good. Mahoney not quite able to get the rebound. Pulled out here by Brody Piper. Piper looking for help, and he's going to take it himself. He ended up not needing any help. He gets entirely down the court now off the far elbow, moves it our way to Kaiser. Kaiser for 2. No good. Rebound pulled down by Miller. 2:33 to play. Miller working this one ahead all the way to Kapasco. No good. Rebound Kaku. Kaku. And you can legally press now. Kaku nearly has Miller take this one away, but a whistle stops the play. Ball is going to go to the Blue Devils here, interestingly enough. Apparently, maybe there was a travel called or a double dribble, Bill. I'm not sure. Miller working from the timeline. Nice crossover. Jump shot on the way from Miller. This one rattles out. Noriega Grooms rips down the rebound. Now he's going to outlet away from us to Kaiser. Kaiser weaving his way through Blue Devils. He's going to lose the ball, though, to Miller. Miller, a flip pass, quick one to Mahoney. One look inside to Kapasco, who gets one to drop in. Good bucket there from Kapasco, a big bucket. He's got 12 points in this game. And the Reds seemingly lose the ball to the sideline. 25-18, clock continuing to roll, 1:33 to play. Pass gets sent in far wing. Up top for the Blue Devils, this is Gavin Brashear. He had the big made 3 early in the game. Kapasco works it out our corner to Mahoney. No good on the shot. Rebound pulled down for the Blue Devils by Trenton Connors. This time the long jumper again coming from Brashear. Rebound pulled down by Grooms. He gets it to Kaiser. 1:08 to play. Kaiser Fighting against pressure from Miller. He needs help. He needs help urgently. This one's going to go to nobody. It's jumped by Brashear, who floats one up. Cannot get it to go. Rebound ripped out by Kapasco. Kapasco moves it back to Miller. Now to Kapasco again. Kapasco and Miller have done a lot of the damage here tonight for the Blue Devils. No good on the jump shot this time, though. That one coming from Connors. Here's Kaku. The Reds desperately need a bucket. This pass to Grooms is going to be jumped. It's Kapasco who comes out with it. Kapasco lays one up. No good. Rebound pulled down by Miller, and Miller's going to dribble this one out with 30 seconds. Bill, that may be some smart basketball
smart
there.
Move there by Miller.
Miller has a wide open lane now. Drives it in for two. Miller lays in another bucket. He's got 6 points in the second half, a total of 10 tonight. A lot of that damage coming from the foul line. 6 of those points, as a matter of fact, coming from the foul line. Kaiser gets tied up here, and he and Mahoney hit the ground. Ten seconds to play. Kaku will exit the game. Moore goes into the backcourt to Kaiser. 4 seconds now. And Kaiser is going to fling one toward the hoop, and that will do it here. 27-18, your final score. A lot of the damage here for the Blue Devils coming between Christian Miller, who had 4 points in the first half and 6 points in the second half for a total of 10, and Alec Kapasco, who had 12 points. 3 points for Gavin Brashear, 2 points for Trenton Connors. On the Red side of things, 7 points for Preston Kaiser, 5 points for Noriega Grooms, 2 points each for Levi Miller and Hunter Moore. And there is a basket somewhere we may be missing for the Reds because they end up with 18, and we have them with 16. But officially the score is 27-18 in favor of the Blue Devils. So thank you, as always, for joining us on the South Union Township Sports Network. Certainly we appreciate you very much listening. A happy Thanksgiving to you as well. We want to thank again our sponsors, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis, attorneys at laws, the Sprouse Insurance Group, and Agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialist, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, United Bank, the South Union Township Supervisors, Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, and the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns. We want to thank you for listening to the South Union Township Sports Network tonight. As always, we will have the championship for you of the 5th and 6th grade division coming up in just about a week or so's time, maybe even 2 weeks from now, Bill, as I'm thinking about it, somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you had a date on that.
In fact, let's get everybody the date.
Let's look and see.
I know I have it in this book. So give us just one moment. We'll get that date officially for you. That's going to be December. I have December 11, 6:30 p.m., the championship for
December
5th and 6th
11th,
grade.
yep, I confirm.
That is also a Thursday evening. You'll hear that here on the South Union Township Sports Network. This network is a cooperative venture with Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, along with Armstrong and Breezeline Cable and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. The Crabs win tonight against the Ballers in a really good game. The Blue Devils pull one out against the Reds. For Bill Dice, I'm Joshua Scully. You'll hear us next time on the South Union Township Sports Network.